Behind the Vegas Curtain, where we explore the life and times of Las Vegas entertainers. Let's see what they're up to now. Presenting Peter Fand and Cara Nassoiy.
All right, our trombone player, Mike Evans, he's going to kick this one off. I Can't Give You Anything But Love. Give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth doesn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love. Give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth doesn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything, but I can't give you anything, I can't give you anything but love.
Today I'm here with Peter Fand and Cara Say it for me, please.
It's Nassoiy.
Nassoiy. Why can't I get that? Well, it's because I'm stupid. Nonetheless, I have to tell you about Peter Fand, the man. He is all over the place in Las Vegas. Not only is he in today's fabulous Dixie Flats group, well, it's his group, no wonder he's there. But he's also with the Red Penny Arcade, which was here a couple of weeks ago, and we had such a wonderful time.
Yeah, that's great.
And our soloist, Cara, is just wonderful. I've got to know, where did you start? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from California, and I started singing in my great-grandmother's living room.
At what age?
At the age I started speaking. Whenever and wherever I could. So.
And when did it turn professional?
Well, I guess maybe, what is this, 2021 now?
Yes. Yes.
15, I had an opportunity to sing on an album, which was also with Peter Fand and his other band, Tin Toy Cars.
Oh my God! See, there's more to. I'm getting there.
Yeah. So, and that was the first time I really sang with a band and live on stage. So I guess that's about 6 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So from infancy to 6 years. Now, what brought you to Las Vegas?
Skydiving.
I see. That's the first time that answer came up.
Sort of a different kind of activity, but it's, a different kind of performance, I guess you can say. I did that for 11 years. That was my full-time job.
Wow. Well, that's because she's so tiny. Nonetheless, Peter Fand.
Yes.
You have several groups, obviously.
Yes.
And when did you start and where did you start?
So I'm originally a New Yorker, grew up in New Jersey, and then in my years in New York, I worked in every imaginable musical capacity. Playing it I did some Broadway work. I was in The Lion King as a percussionist, actually.
Wow.
And at a certain point, I signed a contract with Cirque du Soleil, and that took me on tour. And that show that I was touring with, it was an international touring show, and eventually they announced that they were going to be moving to Las Vegas. And I came here with the show. It was basically move to Las Vegas or don't sign the contract. So I came here, and I didn't really know what was going to happen here, whether I would like it, and I was very surprised by how much I loved this town.
What year was that?
That was in 2012. I was with a show called Zarkana that was at the Aria. And I was with Cirque for about 7 years. I did their show, I did Zarkana, and then I did another show called Kuza, which was another international touring show.
Well, then you are much older than you look.
I probably am.
Well, so you went from there to, is this a product of you being with so many groups? Is this a product of COVID?
You mean this particular group?
This group, the Red Penny,
Well, Red Penny Arcade, we formed several years ago, and we were doing some corporate work and things like that, and it blossomed into a very regularly working ensemble with just some of my favorite people in the world on all of the instruments. And then this group was born out of a very different kind of enthusiasm for another genre of music. Dixie Flats is all about New Orleans flavor and the traditions of that music, which is very vast and deep. And we are obviously not from New Orleans. None of the people here are, but we are trying to, with deference, respect the music that we love from there and all of the myriad of artists that came before us that paved the way for this music to be.
Have you heard Ann Martinez in the Red Penny Arcade?
I absolutely have heard Ann Martinez in the Red Penny Arcade.
She takes credit for starting this group. However, when she talks, she gives you credit for starting that group.
Yeah.
Now, you did start it, right?
Yeah, I put it together with Anne as a sort of the vision of that group was Anne, and building an ensemble around the two of us.
Well, it's unusual that you're in 2 or 3 groups that have totally different genres. That one just blew me out of the water when she sang a Johnny Cash song, like it was like a
Completely different.
exotic. It was just amazing. You have to see that show, you have to see this show. This was a lot of fun. You got to watch Michael with that trombone. He's all over the place. He is New Orleans. And so how did you pick these wonderful artists?
Well, most of the people in this group, we've worked together in other capacities. So all of, pretty much everyone on the stage, we've worked together in different situations. I have done a lot of big production shows, and the drummer of Dixie Flats and the trumpet
Who's Australian, by the way.
Yes, Brian Harrison on drums. He and Richard Paul, the trumpet player, we met each other in Zombie Burlesque. We both do that, have done that show together. And Michael Evans, we worked together in that show and others. And Sam and I have worked together in a variety. Sam, the clarinet and saxophone player, we've worked together in a bunch of different capacities as well. It's just kind of the way it is. We have this vast richness here of talent, and these people are all wonderful artists and all share the same enthusiasm for this particular genre of music, particularly the trad jazz of New Orleans. So.
And how many instruments do you play? Because you play a different one in each group.
Yeah, that's an interesting question.
That would take some time.
Yeah, I have always thought of bass as my primary because that's what I kind of came up playing. And I get most of my professional work as a bass player, but I also have gone through periods making a lot of my living as a mandolin player and a kora player, which is a 21-string West African harp. And I spent a lot of time kind of going back and forth to West Africa studying kora. So that's a very big part of my awareness and artistic personality, which
makes you even older than I thought you were.
you have no idea.
When did you go to Africa?
I started going there in, let's see, what year was that? 1989 was the first time I went there. But I went back and forth quite a bit and spent a lot of time in the countries of Guinea and Mali studying traditional Manding music.
And how did the two of you come together?
I was working in the Shows Arcana, and Cara was working there, in the front of the house there.
In the front of the house?
In the front of the house.
Not as an artist?
Not as an artist at that time. Mm-mm.
Really? How did you know she was as good as she is?
When I first heard her sing, I was like, oh.
Well, you don't usually do that in the front of the house.
No, at that time with that show, it was a very close-knit family. That show, all of the performers and even some of the front of the house people would regularly get together for barbecues, and everyone would bring instruments and we'd sing, And so you learn about people's other talents. Maybe someone's an acrobat on stage, but they like to play the guitar when they're at home. So they bring a guitar, you learn they play a guitar.
That's another element to Las Vegas that we haven't never explored here, but often entertainers get together and they can't help themselves. They just do what they do.
Yeah.
And when you do get together, which instrument do you pick?
It depends on what it is, what the scenario is.
It's a barbecue.
Yeah, people often ask what my favorite instrument is, and it's kind of whatever instrument is there is the one that's the best at that moment.
Wow. From New York City to Las Vegas, you have traveled far, going to Africa and back, and you from the front of the house to the big stage. I can't thank you enough for being here.
Thank you so much for having
made my
us.
day, my birthday
Likewise.
day,
That's
and
right.
they sang
Happy
to
birthday.
me, and I appreciate it more than you'll know. Thank you.
Yes, happy
Thank you.
birthday, Sam.
Thank you.
Everybody Loves My Baby. This won Louis Armstrong First Prize at Vaudeville Show. Let's see what we can do with it.
for watching Behind the Vegas Curtain. See you soon.